Advance SP, featuring a luminous screen so you can even play in the dark. There's a rechargeable built-in battery. It plays your favorite Game Boy Advance titles. And it's compact, so it's ready to go.
What's going on, guys? Today we're back at it with another video. We're going to talk about why the Game Boy SP is a good option in 2026. Now, there's a ton of other handhelds that are out here on the market, as you see on the screen, that could pretty much do the same thing this can do. I think it is a viable option. And with that being said, the Analog Pocket is awesome. A little pricey, but very well-known premium device. But first off, this one came out in 2002. It's 2026. I mean, that's a long time, especially for a handheld device. Still in really good shape. I actually got this model from a coworker. It was gifted to me about 2 years ago. Pretty good condition. Got some, typical scratches, but nothing crazy. But, as you can see here from the, I guess we'll call it gameplay, been playing Pokemon Sapphire. I picked that up last weekend. The screen's not perfect, but it's not terrible. And the sunlight, it's pretty manageable. Some of my favorite things about this handheld is, just how compact it is. I mean, it literally fits in your pocket with like no effort. You can throw your phone in there with it, your wallet, hell, even if your keys if you really want to. But even then, it's just a really well put together device. I mean, the design of it is so simple, right? Like, there's so many handhelds that are on the market now, and Reneg is a big company that has their, RG SP models, and those are awesome. If you don't want to play on original hardware, I recommend getting those. But if you want to play on original hardware, this is a great option. And you see right here, I mean, look at this. I just casual little fold, put it in my pocket, and boom. That's it. Timeless design right there. And some of the big takeaways here, it's comfortable, portable, and reliable. It's three awesome things about this handheld that I think they really go a long way. And there's so much customization on the market these days too. You can add USB-C charging, these cool IPS screens, bunch of custom shells, translucent shells. That was terrible. New batteries, new buttons, and all kinds of cool stuff that you can see. Funny Playing is an awesome company. They make a bunch of stuff for this and the Game Boy Color. Some of my final thoughts, I think if you're a physical game collector, especially from the Game Boy Advance era, I think it's a very well worth it handheld. It's not amazingly perfect, but, I've been picking it up a lot more lately than my 3DS and even my OLED Switch recently, and a bunch of other handhelds that I have. I keep kind of throwing it in my pocket every morning on the way to work and playing it on my lunch break outside, especially now in Tennessee. The weather's getting pretty nice, so as you can see from a lot of the B-roll footage here, really just sitting outside enjoying it. Overall, it's a great device. And with all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and dropping a like down below. Thank you.